Hey Super Thirst, Cindy here. Remember 2 years ago when I said I was going to start doing superhero themed videos instead of just Supernatural and Power Rangers? Well, here we are. This video is going to go into some WandaVision spoilers, so if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend watching it. It's on Disney Plus and whatnot. What I'm specifically going to go into is the product placements of the second two specifically, of the second episode and the third episode's product placements, but I highly recommend watching all of those. And I will go into the first episode's product placement, but not as much, because I really find the second episode and the third episodes very strange and very important. So if you haven't watched WandaVision, go watch it. Alright, the first episode's product placement was a Stark toaster, which is kind of weird for something Stark would do, but it was the 1950s, and after the whole flying car thing in Captain America, I can see him trying to push himself a little more into Sanityville. But episode 2 product placement was a stroker watch, and episode 3's product placement was a Hydra soak. I'll get into why I emphasize that in a minute. Now, episode 2 product placement, the stroker watch, which has a hint of Hydra in it, but we'll get into that again in a minute, was specifically on the time frame of 242. I know it's probably just a random time that they stopped on, but I find it kind of interesting. See, the spiritual meaning of 242 is this. It brings you a message that your faith and trust and positivity and optimism has strengthened the connection with your angels. It's an angel number. Making you more open-hearted and receptive to intuitive and angelic guidance. If you've all seen some theories out there about a certain devil character in the MCU coming after Wanda, yeah, I don't think an angel's what that number means. So the other meaning of it, 242 for the MCU and Marvel Comics in general, is there is an Earth 242. The thing about this Earth, and all we know about this Earth, is that it's on fire. That's literally all we know about it. And that there's an Earth 242 Iron Man. But the fact that it's on fire also, again, reminds me of the certain devil character that's in the MCU, or at least in Marvel Comics in general. Mephisto. I'm getting at Mephisto here. But the thing about the stroker watch was that Stroker was the name of the guy who experimented on Wanda and her twin brother, Pietro. And he experimented on them with the Mind Stone. I'll get to that in a minute. I know I keep saying that, but I'm getting to that. I'm getting to my points, okay? Okay. So, Stroker was the one that experimented on Pietro and Wanda after the Stark incident, where a Stark explosive landed in their house, landed in Pietro and Wanda's house, didn't kill the twins, but killed their parents. And the fact that the toaster seems reminiscent of the fact that it was, I believe, a bomb, which can do a lot of damage to a person, live alone, toast them. Kinda seems like a sound subject for Wanda. Anyway, episode 3's product placement was a Hydra soak. I can finally get to that point. When I say Hydra, I don't mean Hydro. I mean Hydra. That's literally what it was. And the tagline for this was, "Find the goddess in you." Now, it was like a commercial for like stressful situation and just relaxing, soothing, kind of like you're shifting reality. Who does that sound like? But the thing that's confusing me here is the soaking part. I mean, I get it. Hydra, they wanted to, keep that self-reference. But the thing is, Wanda never soaked in anything, unless it was the Mind Stone's power, and unless they weren't talking about Wanda. Well, it's connecting it to Wanda. I'm almost positive, I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive the Hydra soak could have also been Vision. Plus the Find the Goddess in You. From my understanding, I'm not entirely sure, but I think 1970 commercials and whatnot were mostly, especially when they were beauty products, were mostly women-based. So it makes sense that it would say find the goddess in you, not like the god in you. Now I say that because don't forget what was Vision doing before he was brought to life. He was soaking in a bath of sorts before Thor, who had been previously soaking in a river or lake or whatever it was. It was a deleted scene. He was soaking in, and he got a vision of the future, and that's obviously where Vision gets his name. Also, so what does the god do to the soaking android? He literally zaps Vision to life. And Vision is the only one besides Thor and Cap, spoilers for Endgame, that can lift the hammer. He's the only one that can do that. And technically the only android. Now, I was personally thinking that Episode 3's product placement was going to be something revolving around Pietro. Because Pietro and or Pietro's death. But spoilers for the end of Episode 3, they kind of already went there with Monica Rambeau. Her stage name is fleeting me. But anyway, she had brought up Pietro's death. And obviously, Wanda is trying to avoid that. So, if she is somehow in control of the commercials, yeah, she'll bring up the Starks. She'll bring up Hydra. She'll bring up Hydra again, bringing Vision, in a sense, to life. But she will not bring up Pietro's death. No matter if it's Mephisto controlling her or she's controlling... No matter if it's Mephisto controlling this reality or they're both sharing some sort of control of this reality, she will not bring up Pietro's death. And, spoilers for the end of the episode, that's what got Monica kicked out of Westview. The fact that she brings up Pietro's death outright sends Wanda into a frenzy. So if I'm any sense of idea here, I don't think in the next 6 episodes we're gonna get any product placements that involve Pietro's death, that involve anything to do with Quicksilver. But that's just my guess, Leave a comment down below what you guys want, if you guys want me to do a little more into what these product placements could be. If you want me to do a little more into my idea of what could be happening with Wanda and Vision and WandaVision. And for my question of the day, before I forget my whole entire setup, what do you guys think these product placements could mean? Do you think that they're Wanda's way of somehow coping with what has happened to her? Or what do you think is going on? Leave a comment down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more. Catch ya on the flip side.